Hey Shark Tank, my name is Todd Kelly. I'm from Haverford, Pennsylvania, located just outside of Philadelphia. Go Eagles! And I get to bake brownies for a living. Well, let me tell you about these brownies. My company is Better Together Bake Shop. We sell a line of all natural, fully baked, individually wrapped brownies which are sold in the frozen aisle of grocery stores. I'm seeking $100,000 in exchange for 15% of my company. What will this money be used for? We're going to use this money to continue to expand and grow our business. Last year at this time, we were in 50 stores. As of right now, drum roll, we are in over 1,000. For us to continue to grow and build our brand, we need the help of the Sharks. I've invested $100,000 to get my business to this point, from just an idea to a product that now sits on the shelf, as I said, at over 1,000 retailers. How did Better Together Bake Shop get started? Well, for me, I've always had a sweet tooth and I've always loved baking. I love to get into the kitchen and be creative, to take classic American baked goods and always put my twist, my spin on it. And for me, when I would do that and then share my creations with other people and I would see the reactions on their face, the joy I felt inside was just, it was incredible. And for me, it was like winning the lottery twice. Because just being in the kitchen, just baking, that's reward enough. Like, that's all I need. But when I saw the way other people reacted to what I had made, I was like, man, there's got to be a way to turn this into a business. I knew I wanted to do this for my full-time job. So my wife and I were walking down the aisles of the grocery store. And as a kid, I grew up on Little Debbie's, Entenmann's, Hostess. I loved all that stuff. She was actually pregnant with our son at the time. And I said, man, when I was picked up a box of Entenmann's brownies and I looked at what was inside of them, first of all, it says partially produced with genetic engineering. That blew my mind, as well as some of the stuff in it that I've never even heard of. Sodium stearyl lactate, mono and diglycerides. I was like, this stuff does not sound like something I should be eating, let alone my son. So I thought, well, how could I do it to where I could bring a line of good for you, all natural, fresh ingredients to people without such a short shelf life, without adding junk to it. And that's when I found out the freezer aisle. That was the perfect place to put our line of baked goods, because I noticed there were other companies already in there. You got like Edwards and Sara Lee and Marie Callender's and all their stuff too. Even though it's frozen, there's still junk in this line of frozen pies. You got phosphate, milk fat, polysorbate 65, trifluorous phosphate. I'm like, man, it's in the freezer. Like, why do you need to add all this junk to it? So that's when I decided to start Better Together Bake Shop, and I knew we could start to attack and make better versions of the frozen desserts that were currently out there. And it turns out the brownies I baked that people loved, they freeze great. People even told me, without me even knowing, that they eat them frozen. So I'm like, perfect. You can eat it frozen, you can let it thaw, enjoy it like a regular brownie, or you can heat it up and throw some ice cream on it. We're also find that like moms, again going back to my wife who was pregnant at the time, love throwing it in their kids' lunch. What a better treat. And that's what buyers are telling me when I'm going in. They're like, man, yeah, we grew up on Little Debbie's and Hostess and Twinkies. And just that stuff that just now people know is not good for you. Why can't somebody do the artisan handcrafted version of that? Well, we found out that we could do that, and we're doing it now. We're bringing some excitement to the frozen dessert aisle, and people are buying into it. So with the help of the Sharks, I know we can continue to grow and build this brand. As I said, we jumped from 50 stores last year to over 1,000 stores this year. Revenue for last year was about $86,000. And as of March 31st, so first quarter of this year, we've done almost $40,000. We're on pace to do 4 times the revenue. 4 times the revenue that we did last year. And the only thing keeping me from doing more, from building the business, is getting access to capital from somebody like the Sharks. Because that's what you need to build a brand. With me taking my own money and investing it, I knew we couldn't go out and be in 2,000, 3,000 stores overnight. We needed to grow smart, and that's what we did. We started small. I would load up brownies into the back of my Honda. I would drive them around downtown, and I would sell them into coffee shops, cafes, and we would grow from there. But now I'm ready. I'm ready to take it to the next level. So with the help of the Sharks, we can do that. Thank you. Oh, and one last thing before I let you guys go. You know how I mentioned my wife? Love her. But unfortunately, she still has to work. And just the other day, it was a massive snowstorm, and my son and I had to send her off to work. We thought we would let you take a look. Go. As I said, somebody's got to make money while we're keeping this operation afloat. So while I'm going to stay home and bake brownies and sell brownies all day, we're sending Mommy to work, right?
Bye, Mama.
It may be a blizzard, but it doesn't matter. Say bye.
Bye, Mommy. Mommy's going to be out while me and Dad are going to sample brownies and bake some. Bye.
Hey, Reese, should we go help Mama shovel some of that snow?
Nah, it's way too cold. She can do it. Let's go. It's way warmer inside.
Yeah, it's way
freezing
too
out
cold.
here.
Let's go inside and we'll bake brownies where it's nice and warm.
Yeah, Mama will be freezing all day.